why we got that error. So let me run again one more time. First understand the problem, and then so we can analyze. So which line it is throwing an error, we have to see that. So run as a TestNG suite. So it's straightforward. It first went to @test button test method. First it went to directly button test method, and then it is showing a null pointer exception. So what is this null pointer exception? So when you will get a null pointer exception?
Without assigning any value to that particular variable, if we use, then we'll
Which
get null
variable
pointer.
here?
String
Which variable here?
variable.
So cannot invoke arg dot openkey dot selenium dot webdriver dot find element because this dot driver is null. So see it very clearly saying driver is null. So which line you can find out here? Button test ZK demo 115 line. So this method is throwing a null pointer exception, and again that method, if you go to that method, what is the line number? 167 line. Driver is null. Why driver is null? We have given here, right? So we have given here the driver value. Then why didn't assign? Here we assigned a value, right, for a driver. This method itself not executed. Directly it went to test method. That is the problem. So it went directly to test method. That is the problem. Then how can you make sure you know this annotation executes first, right? It should execute first. That's a precondition, but it is skipping and directly executing the step test block. So in order to execute the precondition annotation block, if that is not picking up in the when you decide to use groups, you must use, there is a keyword called always run equal to true. Then it will go in the order. Otherwise it won't go in the order. So now I'm going to set this always run equal to true. Same you give it to other annotations before class, after class, before method, after method, you give that so that they will go to that block. Okay, so that was the problem, because so the driver is null. It directly went to the test method without running this block. That was the issue. So now see, rerun again. So your issue will be solved now. So the problem, understand the problem, and then what is the solution for that. So this kind of challenges you can tell in the interview also. So I have given what are all the exceptions we have seen till now. How many of you remember the different exceptions we have seen?
No such element exception. No such window exception. No such alert exception.
Did you get them so while automating now?
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Timeout exception.
Mm-hmm.
tail element reference exception.
Element
Yeah,
not clickable
that is what
exception.
you have seen, right? Stale element reference exception. Next,
Element not clickable exception.
element not interactable.
Okay, not interactable exception.
That is what we have seen, and how we handled using JavaScript executor and execute script method we used, and force click we used there.
And one more thing is, this issue is because of groups, using groups.
Yes, yes, it's not in the, so it's not going directly going to test method, because these are all we grouped the test cases.
Yeah, smoke regression.
So if you don't group then this issue is not coming up, right? So we have seen that it's going in the order. When there are groups, you are getting this issue. So now run it. So it will run in the order. So these are all problems. If you work only, you will get, see now before class is picked up. So that's the problem, and solution is adding always run equal to true. Okay. See, only two groups we asked, only two groups are executed. So that's the report. We can see groups, okay, and so these are the two test cases passed. Okay. Now, so in this suit file, maybe let's run the regression also. I'll exclude these two and include this one.
Yeah, in this line number 4, what is the purpose of preserve order is equal to true?
Preserve order is, if you add multiple classes, right, under this multiple classes, under the classes tag, which order you mentioned, that order will be maintained because of this. If you write this, if you write like this.
Mm.
So let's execute this and run it again. So this time regression tests only will be executed from the classes that you mentioned under classes tag. So I have covered all the keywords. Even always run equal to true also came, and now I have to show depends on methods, right? So that is what we need to see now. The regression tests are executing now. Yeah. So ready button executed thrice because we mentioned So invocation count, that is the reason it is executing thrice. Yeah, fine. So that's all about uh, different test keywords practice. So practice, then you will get a better idea. So until unless you are not practicing, it's not possible. Next, depends on method. So what is depends on method? So depends on method is basically you should have a dependency among test methods. Then you can use depends on methods programs. Depends on method and parameters. I want to show you at the rate parameters. So at the rate parameters, so depends on methods. So I want to show you at the rate parameters how to use, and at the rate depends on method. At the rate test depends on methods equal to method name how to pass. So first you should have at least two test methods. One test method depends on other test method. You have to create a scenario like that. So for that, we have our nice website. This one is very helpful. So this is the landing page. Okay. Under this landing page, so home page you can say simply, and then you navigate, right? So navigate to registration page or sign in page. Suppose I want to log in, so sign in page. So here you can give, I have an account here, test at rate 123. No match for email address. So yeah, so that is what you can see. This is the one scenario you can try it out. So unregistered email address you give and try to log in. So you got an error. That also you have to verify. That's one scenario. You have to make all these scenarios and give invalid credentials one scenario. Give correct credentials one scenario. So multiple test cases here itself you can write. So let me register here. Quickly we will register. Yeah, not much here. So I can just ch test at the rate 123. Okay. So check this checkbox. It has been created successfully, right? Now I need to log in. So this is our test case we need to do. First open, so card home page, one test. Second login is the another test. Then I want to do a logout is the another test. Three tests I'm going to write. Okay. So let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Because I'm going to do this as our framework also on this website only. So that's why we need to be familiar with this thing. Okay. So the test case I'm going to copy this. Depends on methods and parameters demo. That's a test case name I'm going to give. The username password I'm not going to give directly in the test method. I'm going to supply them from parameters, suit file, from suit file only. So how to supply from suit file? Let's see that. So give a name, different name. Even I'm going to give a different browsers. How to run in different browsers also I'll show you. That itself, here itself will implement that. Parameters and depends on methods. Okay, so I don't need a before method and after method. Generally, I don't need them. So I'll put all of them under before class only. So before class, you can keep launching the browser code, and this I can keep in the test method, first test method. Test. Okay. Our home launch application test. So test keyword you add for each test method so that it will be easy to understand. Okay, this belongs to a test. So our application is the one. Okay, so wait for the page title, and the page title is your store. So get it from head tag. Here it is. And so when you, so this is the your store, and you're getting the title, and the title you are validating. That is your store. Okay. So that's my first test case. And I need to click on login under my account menu. So that's my next step. Reporter dot log. Click on account menu. So first you have to click, then login option will be shown to you. So driver dot find element by dot xpath and provide the xpath dot click method. So the click method, so you have to get this first this my account. See, we got this one relative xpath. They have provided this one. but you can start from UL nav float end. You can start from there, ULLI div a span. So the complete relative path you can give. Otherwise, this is also fine. So I'm going to give my account. Okay. These are the navigation. So things always they are available. Next, you have to wait for. So reported.log. So wait for the login link is visible. So you wait for that. Otherwise, so Privet doesn't wait, right? You have to tell wait dot until expected conditions visibility of element located by dot xpath, and you just give the xpath. So what is this? So you can freeze this by clicking on this. Turn on debugger. There is a turn on debugger you have to click. Then it won't go. Then you can identify these menus. Right? Now you identify these things easily. So now this menu is not closing, right? So that's the advantage. Okay. Anyhow, I'll write our own XPath login link. A, right? It's a. We can use XPath we put text function equal to login. That's it. And this will return a web element. Okay. This will return a web element. Login link. So then you can click on that. Click on login link. So the element I'll take web element dot click. So that's a one simple. I'll put a home page test, otherwise home page test. Okay. So now all this this should go to here. So I'll just add delete all cookies before launching the application and deleting all the cookies. So I don't need that. So I need a multiple test methods. So this is the main test I'm going to write. So remaining, so only one more test we need. Remaining we don't need. I'll remove them. Method I might need. I'll reuse that method. I'll change this method if you want. Otherwise, we'll remove. We don't need that. So only 3 test methods we need. This one is login test. So you went to login page now. Do login test. So this is the test case we are doing. Login to the app. So you don't need to use priorities. I'll tell you why you should not use priorities. And even grouping, I'm not doing any grouping now. So I'll remove all this. Now, see this. For this test method, I need to give two parameters. One is username and password. But where you mentioned the parameters, you need to mention, right? So I'm going to write a parameters here. At the rate
Parameters tag.
At the rate parameters you have to write and put within double quotes parameter 1. Whatever the parameter name you define, same name you must use that. That's it. Okay. So this is how to declare the parameters above the test method. Any annotation. So suppose I want to run my test case on different browsers. Now I have given only Chrome browser, but how can you run in different browsers? So you define the parameter string browser, but where is the parameter? So write the parameter at the rate parameter. So the parameter name is browser. So how to do that? You can write a switch case or you can write a which case? Nested if else you can write. So this is where nested if else or switch case are going to help you more. So all Java programming language, basically I mean to say programming language. You should be master in one programming language. So not just learning doesn't help you. You have to write the code every day, one program. I don't know, nobody following that, I know that. But yes, if you don't do that, it's difficult to crack the interview. Okay. So browser dot equals ignore case Chrome. So then you can say simply launch the Chrome browser. Else if user name equals ignore case Firefox. So driver equal to new Firefox driver. Else if browser name is equal to Edge driver equal to new Edge driver. Else, so if you want to write more, you can write, keep writing more if you want. Okay, automatically you're getting a format also. Safari driver equal to new Safari driver. Okay, so run remaining code. See this parameter, which browser you want to run, you will decide from the suit file. And you have to give, for example, there is a one more concept, optional. So at the optional parameter you have to provide. So optional parameter means, so which browser, if you don't give any browser parameter, so which browser you want to run? So I want to run on Chrome. Simply say that Chrome. It should mention within double quotes only. So zero. Let me search, Google. Yeah, you can go to this TestNG, so annotations. So you have go to Stack Overflow and you'll get a nice answers. See at the rate optional Chrome. We are given correctly. I don't know why it is throwing error.
It is a parenthesis, but we have used curly braces. I mean flower brackets.
Yeah. So maybe that is the reason. You can just specify this bracket. Yeah, now we're good. Okay. So what is the meaning of this? If you don't give any parameter, individual test case you want to run, right? So individual test cases you want to run. But you don't want to run as a suit. You want to run independently. You can click on this class, right? That time the browser value will be taken as this one. So instead of going parameters tag you are mentioning in the suit file. But there is no suit file. You are running independent test case. So I don't want to run from suit. I want to run this test case only this class. Such cases, this optional Chrome value will help you.